So, good morning everyone. Welcome to Champney Springs for another day of PFA pre-season football. You joined with me, Ollie Ordis, ready for kickoff between a different type of game played compared to what we've seen so far in this summer's PFA pre-season training camp. How the format will work, there's 3 teams, orange, black and white. Each team will play each other once and each game will be 30 minutes. So we've still got 90 minutes of football split between 3 teams. And coming up now is the black team versus the orange, ready for game 1. I'll just run you through the team lineups, starting with the orange side. It'll be a back 3 with their goalkeeper, Jubril Okadina, Carl Jameson and Josh Shaw making the back 3, with Matthew Olasunde and the left wing back, Jaden Brown. Midfield 3 of Jordan Davies, Jake Kane and Harley Hamilton, and then a strike force of Olafella Olamola and Tyrese John Jules. As for the side on the ball right now, the black team, their goalkeeper is behind a back 4 of Mandela Egbo, Declan Drysdale, Paul Apaya and Reece Hall, with a midfield 3 of Grant Ward, Oscar Threkel and Kian Philpott, with Kazenglu Oluwa, Sekou Jana and Liam McCarron as the front 3. So the orange side currently enjoying the ball more so in their attacking third, but it's out for a goal kick. So, of course, if you've been following the PFA action, what a training camp it's been this summer. Of course, based in Champney Springs, the delightful hotel and spa resort, which has hosted the PFA squad for the last several weeks. Of course, it is a 10-week training program. The most recent game was against Everton, where, of course, the PFA squad won 4-1. And of course, it is for out-of-contract players, so all of these players now really wanting to get a professional contract signed, considering the fact that the season has started now. Of course, one thing for free agents, you can sign them whenever. It doesn't just have to be in a transfer window. So they don't just have the deadline of the 1st or 2nd of September. They do have the rest of the year, but they'll be wanting to get back to professional football as soon as possible. And of course, scouts and club officials from the EFL and the Premier League will be watching and have been watching so far. Of course, you've had a few players now be signed over the last 6 weeks, and it's been successful in the past. Players like Dwight Gale, Carl Jenkinson, Romain Sawyers, Adam Reach, who's back today. He'll be playing for the white team. And here come the orange side in their vests. And that just goes past. Didn't look like to be a real effort on goal, but it was a nice move before that. One touch passing, and then the layoff. Trying to find one of the orange vests in the middle, but there was just two around them. Here come the black team, charging forward. A slightly heavy touch, which just stops the progression of the ball there. So just waiting to make an opportunity happen. And it's collected up by the goalkeeper. Of course, this pre-season camp started all the way back at the beginning of July. A 4-1 win against Worksop Town, a side in the 7th tier of English football. And of course, how it was started, you'd have two teams of 11, one side playing the first half, the other playing in the second. Since then, with players moving and getting professional contracts, the format changed a tad, where it wouldn't just be a complete change at half-time. Instead, typical substitutes would be introduced throughout the second period. A fairly high-tempo start between both sides here at Champneys Springs. Of course, training Monday to Thursday at this hotel. And of course, the camp itself is there to keep players physically fit with fixtures, daily training and strength and conditioning. But at the same time, there's also wellbeing support offered. So the camp isn't just for keeping the players physically fit, it's also there to keep the players mentally fit too. And another strike on goal, just going wide, as the orange team are on top with the chances. How can the black side make an attack? Mandela Egbo put under a bit of pressure. Here's Declan Drysdale. Sends the ball up in the air and forward, but it's poked away by the head of the defender. Now it's back for the black team as they look to try and bomb down this left. So ball in, slight deflection which took it away from one of the runners. And falls back into possession. Jaden Brown on that left-hand side. The ball lobbed in behind, but as you can see, the assistant referee raising his flag for an offside. Here's Reese Hall. Tries to find the central pass, but instead just gives it back to the orange team as they look to try and clip it in. And another offside in the same minute. Here's Reese Hall. Well, Paula Pyatt will be the one to take this free kick. 22 years old, Dutch centre-back, previous clubs consist of Chelmsford, Leicester, Maidstone and Kent on loan, and Aston Villa and Chelsea, the most prestigious out of the bunch. As they try to chip it in behind. And they look to come forward. But the orange side have a defensive numerical advantage so far. Tricky feet. Tries to break into the box. It's a nice layoff. And the clearance finds its way back in the other side's possession. Here's a Pyatt. Grant Ward going to help out. Pyatt's pass cut out, but one back. Due to a foul, the referee believes. So a free kick. Just the obstruction of the ball. As the orange player tried to just back heel it. But this is a promising opportunity. As they may look to try and hang one in. They do, but safe hands from the goalkeeper. Orange side just winning it back easily, and that's a lovely one too. Oh, that's excellent, but the final pass there, just letting down the move. It was link-up play between Olafella Olamola and Tyrese John Jules. Of course, Olamola's scored plenty of goals in this PFA squad camp. Even bagged a hat-trick against Watford a few weeks ago. So we're a third of the way through in this first match between the black and orange side. If you're just joining us, thank you very much on the YouTube stream. Of course, if you're just joining us, how today is working, there are three teams, the black side, the orange side and the white side. They're all going to play each other. Each match will be 30 minutes long, so we're still going to see 90 minutes of football, just split up into thirds. So thank you for those joining us on the social channels of YouTube and X. The orange side pressing well, not really giving the black team much scope of a short pass, but they try to play it long and they managed to keep the ball briefly. Calls for a foul. As you can see, a second ball is on the pitch in your picture there. The play continues. This is nice from the orange side, but it's just that final pass once again. Doing all the right things in the midfield, but just linking up with that final pass in the attack. Hasn't quite been there in the opening 12 minutes. Grant Ward going to win it back. Of course, Grant Ward, remember him at Rotherham, winning Young Player of the Season in the 2015-16 campaign. He was playing as a striker that season, or perhaps also as a number 10, but now he's playing as a number 4 or number 6 position, I suppose, and as a central midfielder, holding midfielder really. So as he's got older, his position has gone further back. He's looking to try and break the lines here for the black team. Thought the ball was on the pitch, but actually it's just outside. I wondered why play wasn't stopped. And if you can see it just over on that far side, you best believe it is out of play and won't confuse these players on the pitch, hopefully. The black team getting some joy, unable to get the shot on target. You'd have hoped that Sekou Janneh was going to be able to try and make the most of that fortunate deflection. Perhaps just snatched at it there. Could have taken another touch to really try and get it on target. Here they come once more through Kazenga Lualua, ex-Brighton, cousins with Yannick Bolasie. Very talented player, known for his exuberant celebrations, the backflips. Would often do a double of those after scoring a goal, and his coaching staff would always get very frustrated due to risking more of an injury. But he didn't care, and it just showed his personality. The way he plays as well, with skill, the step-overs. Also had a time at Luton more recently as well. Here they come again. Here's Hall. Lualua just in front of him. Janneh making the run. As he signals to Hall that he was going to make the run, but just couldn't quite find the run of Sekou Janneh. Here's the goalkeeper once more. He's just slowed down a little. Of course, in the opening 10 minutes, the orange side really came out with some attacks, showing the intent. It's Brown. Back to Shaw. Diagonal, successful as it switched over towards that left-hand side. They look to try and make something work. Got plenty to aim for in the box as they find the ball, just looping over. Well, they came close. It's probably the closest they've come to goal so far. It was a neat ball played in. Low. Two players going for it in the end. Came all the way through. He was unable to steer it in the corner. Here come the black team. poking it over towards that right-hand side, but too much power on that. I think Tyrese John Jules knew, and he wasn't going to be fetching that anytime soon. Here's Jubril Okadina. You can see the goalkeepers just on the right of your picture, having some last-minute training and watching this game as it goes on, as we are entering the final 10 minutes of this game between the black and orange side. Coming up next, two games, the black versus the white team and the orange versus the white team. Side with the safe possession. They've been the more dominant of the two and had the better chances, and they win a foul there as well. Just brought down and fell to his knees awkwardly. Here's Lualua. Bombing forward. So they look to try and capitalise with the majority of their players in the opposition half, but they're forced all the way back. Gentle touch from the goalkeeper as he just plays it towards Paul Lapaya. I've seen a lot of the ball in the back line. Looking up, but just finding the other goalkeeper. It's a poor long ball. Oh, hopeful, really. That's a pass with purpose. And that too. As Lapaya has to come across his man to clear it away. And he does so with a nice pass to his fullback. That's not the best of passes, and this is a great opportunity, but once again, Appiah sticking out a leg. Very important defending there. And so far, he was the man of that moment. The foul goes the way of the black team too. Paul Appiah, very smart defending. Here's Kian Philpott. Lee Toole providing the width in the picture, but Philpott passes it back. And here is Appiah. Slow build up, but slowly getting bodies forward, but not for long, as the orange team will come away with a throw. Mandela Egbo all the way back to his goalkeeper. Here's Josh Shaw. So 8 minutes left to go of this first game. Not sure how long the break will be. But of course, it's looking like the black team will be staying on the pitch and the white team will be replacing the orange side. That's a nice ball played in behind, but Apaya just toying with the attacker there, standing strong and ensuring he doesn't get the run in behind that he was looking to get. A sloppy pass in their own half. The orange team still continue to look the more threatening when they get the ball forward. Unable to make anything count. The head forward just finds its way back in the possession of Kane Philpott. It's a nice pass. Put under pressure is Jana. He spots the run. You can see the orange side defending in a straight line when they were all running back there. Need to just perhaps spread out and mark all the, or try and mark all the black players. So 5 minutes left. And the first set piece of the game. Late on here, a chance for the black team to go a goal up. It's touched away, goes back out to the taker. That's a nice pass in behind, the back heel, trying to find another player in all black. But they still have a chance. Once again, it's gifted on the second ball. Surely he's going to have a swing at it. And that's a strong save at his near post. It will be a corner kick, but the black team are ending this first half, or first game, on a high. It was Loire who made the strike. And what a low, hard effort it was. Strong hand from the goalkeeper, though.
I was zooming in if this goal.
Swung in, out swinging. Doesn't trouble them. So let's try and counter all the way back to the goalkeeper, though, which will suggest they're going to build up from the back now. So they've set up with a back three, this orange side. Interception. Now the orange side have a chance to get a goal that they've been looking for, and it hits the wrong side of the net from an orange perspective. He hit that well. Jordan Davies, the player who tried to find the top corner. So 3 minutes left. Deft touch from Lualua to lay it off to his colleague. They look to send it out to the left-hand side. Looking to curl one. It will find his side with another throw-in. Really heavy touch, but Paul Apaya with strength and pace, enough to hold off his opponent. Not for that time, though, as he manages to get at the better of Apaya. Surely just a pass to the left to seal it. Instead, he'll go alone. On the rebound, double save from the goalkeeper, but it's still alive, not anymore. The best move of the game from the Orange team. Surely you felt that that was going to break the deadlock, but no. The goalkeeper saving it with the top of his right thigh to deny the follow-up effort. So just over 1 minute to go now in this first game of 3 at Champneys Springs in the PFA squad summer camp of 2025. And it was the Orange team that looked like they were going to score the first goal of this little trio of matches. But the goalkeeper said no. Of course, not only does it keep it at 0-0, but to be making saves like that will certainly catch eyes, and that is what these players want at the moment. Whatever scout could be watching that could praise and respect their performance and take it back to their employers or their clubs who they're reporting to, and have a significant impact in a positive way on any of these players' careers. So 10 seconds to go. The referee believes that's enough we've seen now, so that ends it between the black and orange side. Goalless. We'll be back for the second game where the black team should be taking on the white. Welcome back, everyone. Join with me, Ollie Ordis, here in Champney Springs for game 2 out of 3. The black squad versus the white squad. After a goalless draw when the blacks played the oranges in the last game. Now, of course, we've got the black team coming back for their second game of the morning. Whites kicking off their first. Just go over the white team for you. Of course, their goalkeeper with Matthew Asonde, Jubril Akidina, Carl Jameson and Josh Shaw, Tariq Jackway, Yannick Wildschut and Adam Reach making a midfield 3, and then a front 3 of Jermaine Hilton, Rolando Aarons and Britt Assombalonga leading the line. I remember Britt Assombalonga bagging in the goals for Middlesbrough back in the championship days, and it was in 2014 between 2016. He seemed like a really good striker that just everyone wanted at that time. He stayed at Middlesbrough. Of course, he's also had a stint at Nottingham Forest. So he's up there with Rolando Aarons as well, who was previously at Newcastle. His career perhaps didn't live up to the hype that people expected of him when he was breaking the scene at Newcastle in 2014, 2015, around the same time Britt Assombalonga was scoring plenty of goals in the Sky Bet Championship. Here come the white side, looking to go from distance, and it's pulled wide, and you can tell by Britt Assombalonga's reaction that he believes it should have been a corner, but the referee doesn't think so. And the black team will carry on. Of course, the orange team, it's fair to say, were dominant in that first half. Definitely had the better of the attacking opportunities. So we'll see how the black team play against this white side. Of course, the white team are playing a back four in these collection of games, whereas the orange side occupying a back 3. Here comes Reach to send one over the top. That's a perfect ball. This is a good opportunity, but then an important block to put that away into the direction of the black team striker. Here they come bombing forward. But the white side have managed to get enough bodies back, and a strong challenge like that means that the centre halves won't be required to try and do some defending, and now they come forward once more. Another nice switch on towards this right-hand side that finds Matthew Asonde. Here's Jubril Akidina to Carl Jameson. Forward pass is cut out. Now Liam McCarron will attack the right. Paul Pye, who had a standout performance in that first game against the Orange team, especially in a brief 1 minute moment where he made a couple of challenges in such short succession. You felt he was going to get beaten, and then out of nowhere he just sticks out an important leg to dispossess the attacker and win the ball back for his side. So good work from Paul Pye so far at Champney Springs this morning. Thank you to all those joining us on all the social media platforms, YouTube and X. Like, follow and subscribe if you haven't already. Here's a Pye, sending one in the air, but also finding his fullback. Loa had their best effort in that first 30 minutes. He struck it low and it was saved at the near post. He won his side a corner, but they were unable to make anything count from that. Offside. Leaving goal, that's Nathan Harvey. Used to play for Lewis and Dagenham and Redbridge. Of course, he was on loan at Lewis FC in the 2023-24 season. Mostly known for his possession, the way he plays with his feet. And of course, was back at Dagenham and Redbridge last year, but things perhaps just didn't work out the way he would have wanted after his loan spell in the Isthmian Premier Division, or Division 7 in the English table. That's nice footwork there from Adam Reach. Here they come again. He's got some joy towards his right. Chooses the pass. You felt he could have gone for goal. So the ball hung in, but headed away. Here's Loa. This time they go for goal, and Harvey collects. Just a jump to make the save, but he did it well. Sloppy back pass. There's Loa. Ball fed down the right, but it was easy for Josh Shaw to deal with. With the switch, trying to find Olasunde. He does find him, albeit with the bush in the way. Oh, that's a lovely threaded ball through, but the goalkeeper was alert. You felt that you were going to see a goalkeeper rushing off his line at some point in your picture. And they come again, winning the ball high up the pitch. Aarons, now Assombalonga. He may go alone. Side netting again. As he really fancied his chances there. Britt Assombalonga. Fairly selfish to go straight for goal when you had a player right in front of the goal, ready for a tap-in. sloppily done, but the goalkeeper was fortunately there. As the player he gave it away to just bombed forward, but didn't have the composure to just take it around the goalie. The first 10 minutes done in this second game between the black team and the white team. This will be the last game for the black side. Of course, the white team will play the orange team in another 30 minutes once we reach the 60-minute mark on the clock at the top of your screen. Thank you for joining us. Of course, 3 teams, the black team, the orange team, the white team, all playing each other. And a little round robin here at Champney Springs. Not a bad place to have a kick about. But of course, their minds will be focused on hopefully getting a contract going into next season. Wishing them all the best with that endeavour, and hopefully as many of them get picked up as possible in the coming weeks. So far, Paul Apire is impressed. Zenglualoa has always looked lively when he's got on the ball down this left-hand side. There he is again. Beats his man, sends in a low ball. Can he register an assist? Going to take some beating. Let's try and take it past Jubril Okadina, who stood tall in that 1v1. That's an excellent ball played over the top. Here's Asumbalonga. Laid off to his colleague as he looks to try and slot it home, but instead the sliding defender does enough to block the effort. Now come the black team running down the right with promise. Here's Reach. Gets caught between 2 players in white. Now they look to try and come forward. Asumbalonga trying to link in play. Not doing well enough there. It's another goal kick. Nice play between the defenders there, as they look to try and gain yards on this white team. As we reach the halfway point, just 2 minutes away of the halfway point for this second match and final match for the black team. Can they try and get a goal? As it's goalless so far, pulls it across. Unable to find a player in black, Zenglualoa. And here comes Olasunde and Mandela Egbo running down the line. All the way back, and it's the first time a player's gone down really with an injury. Looked to have just caught his shin there. The referee just having to blow his whistle and make sure everything's okay. Don't want to see any players get significant injuries in this setup, of course. It's designed to mentally keep these players fit and physically, with the hope that they'll find a professional club as soon as possible. If they were to get an injury, that would just make it so much more unlikely, if not impossible. But he's back up on his feet, which is good to see. Here's Lualua. pass to Lualua has just been intercepted by a player in white. They come again, forward, surely! Oh, the crossbar and under. Unfortunate, as the player in white tried to curl that in with some power with his left foot. Look at this run here. Got the ball through a fortunate sloppy back pass. And then the effort is hitting the underside of the crossbar and bouncing back out. So it looks like there's going to be a little break in this game before we continue. For the rest of this afternoon's football. When we have more information, we'll let you know.
Oh.
I believe it's just a drinks break.
Okay, that's true.
In this summer competition at Champneys Springs. Could have gone and won it there. But it still remains goalless. So you can still see some of the players in the centre circle, which suggests it's just a drinks break, which would make sense given we are halfway through today's football. 3 matches of 30 minutes and 1.5 matches completed thus far. So we're not even kicking off at the centre circle. Just a drinks break there and then. And we're back off underway with the second half of this 30-minute game between the black team and the white team. Still no goals seen here. Very close to one, probably the closest we've seen to a goal after the player in white struck the ball on the underside of the crossbar. This looks promising, but the back heel finds its way to a defender. It's Tarek Ujakwe. Right side bombing forward. Able to keep it. And here is Tarek Uwakwe. This looks promising as Reach may fancy one from distance. He just runs into a tight area there and gives it away. Now a chance for Kian Philpott to drive forward with the ball. Pull the pie out. Declan Drydale. Nice diagonal into the centre of the park, but they're unable to keep it, but they win it back. You can hear the voices shouting, asking for the ball as it finds itself on this left side. Lualua. Neat pass. Trying to pass it quickly. And they get the ball. Little side step as it's hung in. Able to find a player in black, but it's still alive. They're asking questions now. They look to try and get it on the right, but that's an excellent stand challenge there. Just lunging down to win the ball back so effortlessly. The defending on show today has been good, and that suggests, or that's the reason why it's still 0-0. On the underlap. They look to try and make something happen, but it results with another goal kick. Player was in an offside position. I believe it was Liam McCarran. It was Matthew Olasunde. This looks good. Tries to feed in the ball, but once again just finds the chest of a defender. And clip it forward himself. Seen a lot of attacking intent, especially down the wings. No real killer pass or ball into the box to try and test either goalkeeper yet. 8 minutes to go. And up next is the white team versus the orange team. Tries to spot the keeper off his line, but at least a couple of yards right. Rita Sombalonga looking to go from distance. Perhaps if the goal was a couple of yards to its right, it'd have found the back of the net. Off-target strike from the ex-Borough man. Ball just swerved up in the air. Found its man. This looks good. Just past Nathan Harvey's post. Getting it onto his left. Look at that for a turn, sending the defender the other way. Satisfying that is to watch, eh? Able to find the back of the net, but still a brilliant effort. Something I could only dream of doing. Another promising chance, and it's straight into the gloves of Harvey once again. Same player who did the turn and then tried to finesse it into Harvey's far corner. Tries to find it at the near post this time. Arms raised as to suggest the player that tried to switch the ball. What was that? A bit better, please, next time. touch. And 5 minutes left. Of course, playing one another in this team, they are a camp, they've been together a few more than others for longer, but perhaps that competitive edge just isn't really in this game. It's more of a fitness drill. Of course, they'll still want to win. Every competitive player will tell you that no matter what they do, they'll still want to win. So there's no denying that. And compared to the other games we've seen where they've actually come up against another 11, this feels like the intensity was there. A bit more in those games, but still can't take anything away from what we've seen on show so far. Still good defending, good chances, and some nice skill as well. We're into the final 3.5 minutes. The low ball played in. Will be a corner. And the black team prepared to try and keep it at 0-0. First corner we've seen of this game. Swung all the way out of play, and that isn't the best thing you'll see all day. Even looked like it went beyond the byline. Chipped over on this left-hand side. Back to Apollo. Waloa just handing off his man. Good pressure from the white team, closing in and forcing the early clearance. Here they come again. That's a good challenge once again from Apaya. So far the player of the match for me. Just stood so tall. Hasn't really had to break a sweat when it comes to defending what's been put in front of him. I think he knew what happened there. The player knew exactly what he wanted to do, to feel the slight push from Lualua to then go down and win the free kick. But 90 seconds left of this second period of 30 minutes. Another goalless draw on the cards, but there is a free kick, or a corner kick even in the meantime. So a chance to see the first goal as we reach the 60-minute mark. Good delivery. Almost found a head, but Lualua was on the outside of the area to collect that ball headed away. That's a smart pass. And there's some room. The strike meeting the palms of Nathan Harvey. A good save there from the number one. But the chance isn't over yet. Forced back, but the white side looks to try and bring it forward now, and that was a nice show of footwork there. And all of a sudden the white team looked like they could nick it. Asombalonga may have to be unselfish. He is this time, but finds the gloves of the goalkeeper. And perhaps that's why he's been going for goal in those positions rather than the pass across the face. But what a strike that was. fairly close towards Harvey, but he still had to pull off the save, and that's what he did, and he palmed it as well, far enough that no one could potentially have a rebound to try and poke home. And the referee's whistle due to be blown any minute now. Could the black side have one last chance to score a goal before they end their day out on the pitch? Our Paya. There's static passing going on, and that's not the best pass you'll see from Paul Lapaya. Nicely run back though. Luar. Oh, here is Luar. That's really well played. Hits the post and it comes back to him, but he couldn't keep it under his spell with his left foot. Another very close opportunity for the black team, but look at this for a pass to thread it through to Luar, and that'll be the end of the action for the black team versus the white team. Another goalless draw. We'll be back shortly as the oranges enter play to take on the white team. So welcome back everyone for the third and final game of this morning's Champneys Springs football round robin. And of course by process of elimination. It started off with the black team playing the orange team, then it was the black versus the white team, and now funnily enough it's the orange versus the white team. So thank you for joining us all on X and YouTube. You joined with me, Ollie Aldis, up here at Champneys Springs, ready for the final 30 minutes. Just run you through the teams. We'll start off with the orange team. They started off with a back three in the first game. Jubril Okindina, Carl Jameson and Josh Shaw, with the wing-backs Jaden Brown on the left and Matthew Olasunde on the right. Midfield three of Jake Kane, Harley Hamilton and Jordan Davies, and a front two of Tyrese John Jules and Olufella Olamola. As for the white team, who've just come off the back of playing against the black team, alongside the goalkeeper you've got Matthew Olasunde, Jubril Okindina, Paul Apaya, Mandela Egbo, Tarek Uwakwe, Adam Reach, Yannick Wildschut, Jermaine Hilton, Britta Sombalonga and Rolando Arons. So of course in the last game, the black team were unfortunate not to get a win as they hit the crossbar, but then at the same time the white team also had a chance which hit the woodwork as well. So both sides getting their potential goals cancelled out by the frame. Will we see our first goal of the morning in the next 30 minutes? Of course, the PFA pre-season training camp is coming to its twilight days of the 2025 year. Now that the season has started, a lot of these players will be anticipating and really desperate to get back to professional football. Of course, a few of which who started the pre-season training camp at the beginning of July have found clubs all around the country. These players will want to follow in their footsteps. As in the meantime, Sombalonga testing Jamal Blackman. Well kept in from the right winger, Jermaine Hilton. He was able to beat his man, and Sombalonga just kind of rebounded off his foot. No corner kick though, so perhaps it just hit the post rather than the goalkeeper as well, but it looked like it came off the goalkeeper, who pushed it onto the post. And here come the white team once more. As it's a long strike from distance, and that just goes over. You could see it hitting the actual back of the net, but what a fierce strike. And the way it just went down towards the goal mouth made it look like it had hit the back of the net, but it is still goalless, and we're still waiting for our first goal. And what a first goal that would have been. Clipped central, played forward. Here they come once again, another strike from distance. I think that's what they're just wanting to pull off now. See who can have the best goal. That was yards over from Jermaine Hilton. Brilliant turn to come away from his man. This looks promising. Plenty of bodies to aim for. You just need to spread out. And it's snatched on the outside of the area and routine for Blackman to pick up. Playing with the ball just outside the area. The pressure from the white side still not enough to dispossess their opponents. Flicked in behind, it's a layoff. Just has to adjust his body a some longer, but he picks it up nicely, and they're going to go for goal now, surely. And almost finding the winning goal. Asombalonga once again with a smirk on his face. But you knew that he was going to go for goal. It's quite an awkward save from Blackman, parrying it right into the direction of Asombalonga. And he strikes it on the top of the crossbar. Wackway just playing it back to one of his centre halves. A lovely touch. And Hilton, quick feet. What a sensational assist that could have been. And such a sublime with his left foot. And then the skill as well. Simple but incredibly effective. And just smashes it into a cluster of players. Unfortunately for his team, he's unable to win the corner. At the very least. And they make another run on this left-hand side. For Yannick Wildschut. Sends in a ball, but once again it meets the head of an Orange defender. So Wackway will take this corner kick. He'll also take his time. Waiting for that short option. Will then send it in. Someone gets the connection, but then it's cleared away from someone in an orange bib. So they have another chance, pulled down, and that's a free kick all day long. And this is certainly in testing range for the goalkeeper. So the referee ready for proceedings to resume. There's three over it, but it will be struck with the left and straight into the wall. They let it bounce, just waiting for the net to ripple. But once again, the orange team are able to just keep their composure and clear it away. Of course, the free kick rule has really come under scrutiny recently after the Chelsea versus Crystal Palace game, and Eberechi Eze's goal was ruled out for Mark Gahey being too close, within 1 metre to the Chelsea wall. A lot of people frustrated, as it has been a rule since 2019, but doesn't feel like it's actually been used. And of course, they often say at the beginning of the season, rules are more stuck to compared to as the season goes on. But there's no issues there. I suppose at the same time, I don't think they have VAR at Champneys Springs to be able to rule anything out. It's a poor pass, but fortunately for the centre half, he's able to receive it back. Is Wiltshire on the lapping run at the byline as it's chipped in. But Blackman was there. A tall frame of him to collect it. And we're now into the final 20 minutes of the football. 10 minutes between these two teams, and so far we've mainly looked to our right. The Orange team haven't really had a chance. The white team have just been passing it around effortlessly as they look to try and get another opportunity. But one thing the Orange team have done well is defended as a unit. But that time it's blazed over the bar. And doesn't trouble Blackman in goal. Every time you feel the white team could open the scoring, as they look the more likely to do that so far. The Orange team have just been able to get bodies in the way. Sprinting out of reach over towards the defender. Have to lob it down the line. Last touch was a right one. And look to send it over to that right hand side. This is a nice move from the Orange team. Can they finish it off? Firing it straight into the centre of the body of the defender. I think Josh Shaw was the player that received that ball right into his chest. That will have winded you. He's back up on his feet after courageous defending. This is promising. It's just laid off outside. A whack way. Quick change of pace there, but here's Assembalonga. Nice return pass. Here's Assembalonga. Surely the strike just comes off one of the defenders. More great defending from the Orange team. Can they keep this one out? Jamal Blackman can. Just as you feel they're going to score, the Orange team's defending have not put a foot wrong. Defending in numbers, and defending with courage. That was a precise strike from outside the area from Jermaine Hilton with his left foot. Didn't get enough speed on it to perhaps take it past Blackman before he was able to get down. That's a good ball. They look to try and get a goal here against the run of play. Here's the orange team, delicate footwork, still alive, and another goalkeeping save. Straight at him. But the orange side feel like they should be a goal up now. Certainly been an exciting game between these two teams. Just room opened up, allowing the strike to be pulled off by Olafella Olamola. And straight into the chest of the goalkeeper. Sending one down the line, once again Qatar. We're halfway through this third match of the morning. It's a lovely switch. And that perhaps isn't the best ball you'll ever see played into the penalty area. And the less said about that, the better. Goal kick. Releases a lovely pass and Blackburn low down to make the save. Excellent hold-up play. You can see the expertise that Assemblonga has as he released his player. Once again, he had 3 orange shirts chasing him down. And that was a great strike if you're aiming for the side of the dugout, right in the corner. The wrong white frame that he was aiming for. And to just weave it in behind. So he stands up his man and lays it off to his left. They're looking for space. Closed down in the middle of the park. This looks promising. He does enough to just keep it, play it out to the left. Throw-in goes the way of the orange team. They're just starting to enjoy a bit more of the ball than what we've seen so far. The header back. Goalkeeper did enough to collect it. That's a nice layoff. Doesn't come to anything though. Just over 10 minutes left. Just easily won back from the white team. Flick, but once again it's just that final pass from the white side that let them down, and then you often see this picture where they then get bodies forward, the orange team, for the transition. They look to try and make it a potent one now, and it's a powerful strike but not precise, and it's well over the target. The orange side are unable to make the most of that counter-attack. Tyrese John Jules, the one who fires it over. 10 minutes left. Slightly sloppy touch. That would have excited the two orange shirts around him. But he still keeps the ball and sends it over to that far side. But that isn't one of the best passes you'll see. Unfortunately for these players, if they do make an error, there's no number on the back of their shirt, so they won't be easy to recognise. Here they come down the right. That's nice. This is very nice. Oh, what a goal this could be! That is not a good finish. When you've got that much room and that much time and you hit it low and straight at the goalkeeper, it's a head in hands moment. You've got to be taking your chances there and hitting it either side of the goalkeeper. He wasn't going to have time to move and reach it if you stick it in one of the corners. Just hit it perhaps a second too soon. Could have just dealt with the composure better. Now the white team look to get in behind. It's a pulled bib. And Hassan Malonga's brought down. And I think that's just outside the box for it to be a penalty. Yep, clear as day, a free kick. Another opportunity to test Jamal Blackman. It will be the centre midfielder, Tariq Uwakwe. As he looks to try and curl one, but finds the gloves of Blackman. No issues there. The orange team looking to counter. Unable to do so. Here's Uwakwe. This is a promising picture, but once again, the orange team defending in numbers, tricky footwork. Uwakwe sends it back. See the lovely lofted pass as he tries to pull it back. Comes off another orange bib and it will be another corner. We've seen them take it short so far, the white team. Uwakwe does have someone in close vicinity. Headed at the near post. Feels like the team just stopped for a minute. And there we go. Finds the back of the net and Britam Sombolonga gets the goal for the white side with a fierce strike at the near post. Well, we've waited almost 3 games, 3 periods of 30 minutes to find the opener. And Hassan Balonga's flicked header that rebounded back to him was then struck right at the near post with some venom. Blackman had little chance. Of course, both players have played at Middlesbrough together. And Jamal Blackman was on loan from Chelsea. Of course, Hassan Balonga, last team was in Turkey for Ahmed Sport. Scored 3 goals in 18 games in their league. More recently, when he was in England, he was at Watford in the 2022-23 season, where he signed as a 29-year-old following their relegation from the Premier League in 2022. Before that was, of course, at Nottingham Forest and Middlesbrough. Signed for Middlesbrough after they got relegated from the Premier League. And of course, scored 15 goals in 1 season for Nottingham Forest. Would often get consistent double figures in the mid-teens. And here they come again, 3-on-1. Where are the defenders? Praised the Orange defending for all game, and then you can't see them anywhere. You felt time just stood still. You had 3 white players on the Orange one, and then all of a sudden you had them rushing back, and you could see many of them in your picture like you've been able to so far in this game and the one earlier on this morning. So 3.5 minutes away from the end. And what's been 3 games of high tempo energy at times, certainly haven't not been entertained, albeit it's remained goalless. There have still been good saves, good efforts, good passages of play, and here could be another one for the white team as they look to double their lead late on. Pulled across, here's Hassan Balonga, finding the gloves of Blackman once more. Here they come to try and get an equaliser. Every game has been a draw so far. You could see both sets of players believing it was theirs. It goes in the way of the Orange team as we enter the final 2 minutes here at Champney Springs. Curled in over all the bodies, but over towards the right-hand side. Could they still make something happen this late on? Not with passes like that. And in fact, it's going to go in the way of the white side. Here they come. Quick feet once again to make it 2-0. Just wide. With 1.5 minutes to go. Rolando Aarons is unable to double his side's lead. Just trying to poke it into the corner. But it was too much to the right. It's clipped up over towards that far side. The orange team trying to dispossess the white team. Wakwe is brought down following the kick in the back of his calf. And that is that. Thank you everyone for joining us here at Champneys Springs. It's been 3 games of 30 minutes between the black side, the white side and the orange side. And the white side come out on top as they were the only team to get a win. It was 0-0 in the other games, 1-0 in this game. Brit Assombalonga late on. Thank you very much for joining everyone. You've been with me, Ollie Ordis here. Have a lovely rest of your day and take care.